Would you stop building your house to start building someone else's house? If your house was on fire, would you stop addressing the need of your own house to start trying to put out the fire of someone else's house? I want you to think about that. These Palestinians and Israelis have a history that goes way back to enslaving our people, both sides of it. I feel nothing. But some of you Negroes want to put the capes on for them. Y'all put your seatbelts on. And if you don't like what I'm cooking already, you can't stand the smell, we'll holler at you.
Y'all be doing good in the beginning. Till you get that phone call. Now you know how to act. Bet not say it. You bet not say it. Bet not say it. You got a whole lot of powerful information to tell them, but you better not say it. You don't like the way the people are being evilly treated, but you better not say it. You just wrote a new vocal exposing a total agenda, but you better not lay it. They'll stop you from making a living for this in the system, so you better not say it. Hey, they want to bitterly infect my ability to inspect them and critically project. And if I disagree a sec, they elect to belittle me and consider me a threat. This enemy is the epitome of thinking that he is a deity because he giving me a check. Deflect, pitifully redirect, and set out to get rid of me for not being politically correct. Real slowly they get to know you, then go through your social, and as you're growing, you never know that they notice ya. The First Amendment is bogus because the whole of the population's been totally overloaded with phobias. Now they're insulted, the cancel culture is holding the rope and hoping to dope you with panic like it's an opiate. Ready to throw you to the lowest pit to show you and let you know that the shit that you quoted was inappropriate. Lies, still hovering over the original owner, not knowing that we are not opposing. Fake converts doing con work with stolen identities, knowing that they are not the chosen. Funny how the ones who done the most dirt be the ones who boast of being beyond reproach. They cast a spell knowing that once is broke, conscious woke folks are done with the guns and dope. So, you got a whole lot of powerful information to tell them, but you better not say it. You don't like the way the people are being evilly treated, but you better not say it. You just wrote a new vocal exposing a total agenda, but you better not lay it. They'll stop you from making a living for this in the system, so you better not say it. I'm pushing the envelope and snatching the bottom out, rerouting all of the facts that the enemy lied about. From the curse of Ham and every lie that come out his mouth. Genocidal models privately plotted inside his house. We keep playing it back with every fatal attack. You kill us and then you try to tell us the way to react. As soon as the facts spray them, they find a way to distract. No reparations for slavery, never paid us for that. Ever wonder why police love making us die, but white murderers always get taken alive? When we see the judge, he coming in with a different mind. So too many times the punishment didn't fit the crime. Whenever an anti-political guy get it, not many people consider the FBI did it. When you threaten your op, nothing but fire coming out. Asking about the Illuminati, he quiet as a mouse. Watch out, your freedom gonna be flapped on if you're talking to Vlad and speaking on everybody that you clapped on. You better stop high capping and yapping about all of the street money that you made in them rap songs. Presentable as evidence, so the RICO case that they sent it to is essentially non-winnable. It's been approved, so they finna use any hint of clues from your interviews, no matter how minuscule. You got a whole lot of powerful information to tell them, but you better not say it. You don't like the way the people are being evilly treated, but you better not say it. You just wrote a new vocal exposing a total agenda, but you better not lay it. They'll stop you from making a living for this in the system, so you better not say it. Your career and livelihood, that's gone. Now you're begging and trying to get them to put your back on. Anytime you're dropping the facts strong, the arm you set up on responds to snatch you off of the platform. You are not the first, they froze plenty of soldiers, so you don't even know that there's been many before you. Thinking you in control until his enemy shows you. The minute you expose it is when he's bending you over. So now they roughing you up cause they had enough of you. Just a couple of months from you thinking they was in love with you. You bucked them publicly in a way they wasn't accustomed to. Now you're surfing country, you discovered who wasn't touchable. Today ain't like back in the days. You'll be lacking in pay after saying a fashion with an accurate phrase. And not even comedians keeping you laughing the safe. You may get slapped on the stage or attacked with a blade. This industry is a fraud. You can make a little noise until you speak on them fellas that be liking little boys. Then they shatter your reputation until you're unemployed. Cause telling no the world on them, just only get some annoyed. You was standing on principle till your work got a scoop. Now you're kissing ass cause somebody got hurt by the truth. You want me to worship you to get put in the right file? Got a smile acting like I co-sign your lifestyle. Hell no. You got a whole lot of powerful information to tell them, but you better not say it. You don't like the way the people are being evilly treated, but you better not say it. You just wrote a new vocal exposing a total agenda, but you better not lay it. Better not lay it. They'll stop you from making a living for this in the system, so you better not say it.
Shalom, family. We've been going through it and 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 going through it. But somehow, they want us to stop our fight and take up the fight of people that hate us. Yeah, I'm finna get into it. Hold on, I got something for you. Boom. Negro want to put the cape on for everybody else. Everybody else, we need you right here. You want to put the cape on, huh? You want to play Super Negro, huh? All right, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all why we shouldn't be worried about neither one of them. Neither one of them. Both of them have had their hands and continuously self-hatred of us. Both of them have been selling us into slavery. Remember, Luke chapter 21, 24, Mashiach, the Messiah, said we was going to be scattered worldwide. The Arabs, the Palestinians carried us to the east, and your so-called Israelites ran the slave trade west. So what you come on, family. You worried about the oppressor class. When you gonna worry about what we got going on? Can you imagine Moses started worried about what the Egyptians had going, what the Most High, when he started whooping the Egyptians, started worried about the Egyptians? Can you imagine that? What about David? He started feeling sorry for the Philistines, what they call Palestinians today, the original people with dark skin. David started worrying about the Philistines. What about Samson? He was fighting the Philistines, Palestinians, or whatever you want to call them. These folks have been unprovoked. They've waged centuries-old jihad on us. Unprovoked. Everywhere you look, every corner you turn, they're trying to plot and figure out a way to erase us. But you got some uneducated, get out of our way. Want to put the cape on. Why? Because they paying you Negroes? I want y'all to start listen to you raccoons. That's why I got y'all, your sidekicks on the thumbnail. I want y'all to start paying attention to what happened to them sellouts. All these Negroes that done been doing the puppeteers' work. Look at them, how they end. Look at Puff right now. Look how he's looking. Name one raccoon that makes it out the game unscathed. Name one. When you get through tap dancing and selling your folks out. Name one. What about Eric Allen? He tap dancing for the Democrats, and look at the feds all up in his business right now. All right. And yeah, my house on fire. You know, we in a burning house. Remember, Dr. King said he feared we have been integrated into a burning house. We're in a burning house. But we're supposed to ignore the dangers that we are in to start focusing on the dangers of everybody else. But let me get on into it. Enough of my tirade. It really ain't a tirade because I'm cool. I'm going to start with the Palestinians first. Then I'm going to work my way to the Ish community and flush this Ish down the toilet. All right. Let me see here. All right. Now, these are black folks. These are Arabs. You see the title down there at the bottom. I saw one video. They were beating our folks bad. All right, but let me let this play.
A man addressing an unseen crowd. Big strong boys for farm work, he says. 400. 700. 700. 800. The numbers roll.
That's your Muslim folks right there. All you Muslims out here. Yeah. So, they're like, you know, I used to call myself a so-called Christian. And even then, if it didn't line up with the Bible, I got away from it. So, what y'all gonna do about y'all brothers over here, your so-called brothers, that see your black brothers as something to sell on the auction block? What's going on? What you gonna do?
Roll in. These men are sold for 1,200 Libyan pounds, $400 a piece. You are watching an auction of human beings. Another man, claiming to be a buyer. Off camera, someone asks, what happened to the ones from Niger? Sold off, he's told. CNN was sent this footage by a contact. After months of working, we were able to verify the authenticity of what you see here. We decided to travel to Libya to try and see for ourselves. We're now in Tripoli and we're starting to get a little bit more of a sense of how this all works. Our contacts are telling us that there are 1 to 2 of these auctions every month and that there is one happening in the next few hours. So we're going to head out of town and see if we can get some sort of access to it. For the safety of our contacts, we have agreed not to divulge the location of this auction, but the town we're driving to isn't the only one. Night falls. We travel through nondescript suburban neighborhoods, pretending to look for a missing person. Eventually, we stop outside a house like any other. Adjust our secret cameras and wait. Finally, it's time to move. We're ushered into one of 2 auctions happening on this same night. Crouched at the back of the yard, a floodlight obscuring much of the scene. One by one, men are brought out as the bidding begins. 400. 500. 550. 600. 650. 700. Very quickly, it's over. We ask if we can speak to the men. The auctioneer, seen here, refuses. We ask again if we can speak to them, if we can help them. No, he says. The auction's over, we're told. And we're asked to leave. That was over very quickly. We walked in, and as soon as we walked in, the men started covering their faces, but they clearly wanted to finish what they were doing, and they kept bringing out what they kept referring to in Arabic as al-bada, the merchandise. All in all, they admitted to us that there were 12 Nigerians that were sold in front of us. And I honestly don't know what to say. That was probably one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen.
If they don't want to take us to Italy, let us take us to our various countries.
These men are migrants with dreams of being smuggled to Europe by sea.
Excuse me, can I speak to
We are going inside. To my African folks and to my family worldwide, you doggone Europeans is the source of your problems. Stop running from the problem and start fighting the problem. Stop running.
They come in their thousands from Niger, Mali, Nigeria, Ghana. It's hard to believe that these are the lucky ones, rescued from warehouses like the one in which we witnessed the auction. They're sold if those warehouses become overcrowded or if they run out of money to pay their smugglers. Of these rescued men, so many here say they were held against their will. It doesn't take us long to find victory.
Just take us home. Just take us home. Want to go? No food, no water, nothing.
Victory was a slave.
We know that some people are being...
Now, one thing that has historically worked, guerrilla warfare. You know the area you live in better than anybody else. It's better to die fighting than to die begging. Come on. I expect that out of women, not you men. It's better to die fighting, sitting up there begging.
sold.
Yes.
Some people are being sold. Is this something you've heard about? Can you...
Y'all find out what these rebel camps are. Just find out. Don't do it all at once. Find out what these rebel camps are. And y'all, a couple thousand y'all get together. It's a couple thousand y'all detained. A couple thousand y'all get together and bum rush them Negroes. Find out what hours they sleep, what they shot. Catch them one by one. Yeah. Catch them to the side somewhere, one by one. Or catch a few of them with the slipping. Catch them slipping.
Tell us about
Sure.
That. Tell us.
And get their weapons. Interrogate them Negroes. Ask them where they're getting their weapons from. They're not making weapons in Africa. They get these weapons from these Europeans to keep y'all fighting so they can keep stealing the resources out of your land. That's what's going on. You're distracted with the wars going on while they're stealing.
Sold.
What happened?
On my way coming, I was sold. Merciless beating. If you look at most of the people here, if you check their body, you see the mark. They're beating with electric. Even your boot, they took something like a sharp object. Understand? Most of them lost their life there.
So
Beating with electric. Even your boot.
So you Negroes, and I'm not making fun of them, you Negroes want to take a chance of them ramming objects up your butt than fight. Y'all rather do that.
They took something like a sharp object. Understand? Most of them lost their life there. I was there. The person who came to buy me give the man money. They take me out home. So the money was not even much.
Other migrants now start to come forward with their stories.
They took people to work by force. Even when we are at the seaside, when we are working the work, they will be beating you when you are working the work. I'm doing your work. They will be maltreating us.
Let me get a Bible verse here, because I know some of these heathens, they ain't gonna stick around too long. We get these Bible verse. This is what you heathens got forward to. This is what y'all got to look forward to. This is what y'all got forward to look. Y'all got to look forward to this. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's on the horizon. This is what you heathens got to look forward to. All right. Let me see here. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 17. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from the Most High's face. Neither is their iniquity hid from his eyes. And first I will repay them, recompense their iniquity and their sin double. Y'all gonna get double. See, yeah, y'all gonna get double. Because they have defiled my land. What land is being defiled even as we speak? The Bible says when the real biblical Israelites get home, it's going to be peace. That's what the Bible says. Ain't no peace over there. You got two people that's over there that's responsible for enslaving us over there fighting it out. I feel nothing. I don't agree with that, but hey, that I got to worry about my folks. Hey, I men, women, and children, old, young, die on a daily basis, and has been for centuries, thousands of years. Our young, old men, women, and children have been dying for thousands of years. So I'm supposed to stop worrying about what we got going on and stop worrying about what the white skinned folks got going on because they over there fighting. Oh, it's sad about the hostages. Oh, it's a darn shame what they doing to them kids over there. And we've been living this for thousands of years. If you Negroes is worried about what they got going on over there, go on over there and join them. All right, now, because they have defiled the Most High land, look at what they got going on in the land right now. They got the rainbow mafia going on. It's a Tel Aviv is the gay capital of the world. So y'all think the Most High go put them over there to do that? If that be the case, then why did he allow Rome to destroy them in 70 AD if he was going to put them up back over there and let them do that? Huh? They have field-mine inheritance with the carcasses. Dead bodies, they're over there killing right now. Detestable and abominable thing. O Yahuwah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentile, y'all got some affliction coming. Hey, y'all got some affliction going. Don't call me. All I can tell you is pray to the Most High. Pray he'll have mercy. He said he'll have mercy on who he'll have mercy on. I'm telling you this because I don't hate you, but I'm not going to shed no tears for you. I've been reading the pages of history, looking at the history. Y'all, let me show y'all this. Y'all, let me show y'all this right here. This is what their kids are doing right now. This is what their kids are doing now.
Well, tonight, Denver's NAACP calls it alarming. They are talking about a middle school student's alleged racist rant on video shown on a school.
So where is these middle school students? It's a plethora. It's article after article, video after video. Where is these white kids getting this racism from? Where are they getting it from? Who teaching it to them?
School bus. And the NAACP says not enough is being done about it. Your reporter, Tori Mason, has the video and reaction from parents and the school district as parents at the school meet. Tori?
And Alan, parents still have a lot of questions for the Cherry Creek School District. Many parents are disgusted with the things said in this video. And now there are concerns about how the district handled the situation. We've blurred the face of the student because of his age, but the parent we spoke to says families deserve to know which of their kids' classmates would say things like this.
The bus to West Middle School filled with snickering as students stared at their phones. It wasn't a funny video, but rather a classmate spewing 26 seconds of hate.
Black are little collar kickers who should not be alive right now. I hate this.
This white racist know enough history to know we used to pick cotton. But you can't teach the truth. I'm telling y'all worried about these white folks. They ain't worried about us. No, they worried about us going back dead or back to slavery or under their feet somewhere. They're not concerned about us.
Black are little collar kickers who should not be alive right now. I hate their skin color. I hate how they talk. They just stink up the world.
The parent of a
Okay. At least when the rain hits us, we don't smell like wet dogs. Hey, I give you that. Now, video after video of your community, whoever you are. I know you're a child, you know. It's still, you ain't dead, so it's possibility. You can change. I know there's video after video of white actors and famous people talking about they don't take a bath every day. These are your folks. Video after video. Talking about the water run down. They don't use a bath cloth. Video after video. Yeah. Rain hits you, you smell like a wet dog. You know why y'all smell like a dog? Because y'all hair is just like fur.
Talk. They just stink up the world.
The parent of a student on the bus says their family's been targeted for speaking up. They've asked we conceal their identity.
One of the students laughing sent the video to him. He looks at the video and it's the racist manifesto.
The threat shook families of every color. In a statement to CBS Colorado, Cherry Creek School District writes, administration and law enforcement acted immediately to investigate the situation. Students found to be responsible faced significant discipline, and their parents were responsive to the severity of the situation. Due to the privacy rights of students, we cannot discuss specifics of discipline. The parent we spoke to says the student received suspension. They fear the punishment sends the wrong message.
These kids don't really understand the gravity. It's because he pretty much just got a 2-week vacation.
Many feel the school-wide notification lacks transparency. In a September email to families, the school wrote, "The language in the video is hate-filled, and we took swift action to address this unacceptable behavior." After learning what was said, many found their use of the word hate-filled understated.
They weren't equipping the parents to really keep their kids safe and to have a real conversation.
Now, in case y'all missed it, he said he wished black folk were dead. All these shootings lately targeting black folks. You men folk gonna run, or y'all just gonna be paying attention and be on deck? Whether you want, see, it's easy for me because I understand whether I want to be in a fight or not. I'm in it. I'd rather be somewhere comfortable, chilling with my wife, educating my grandchildren, something like that. I'd rather be doing that. But I tell you, if I sense danger, I'm gonna do my best. I'm telling you to take out as many of you devils as possible. You won't kill another black person if the Most High allow me. If He put His spirit on me, you won't kill another one. I bet you that. You won't harm nobody else.
NAACP President Portia Prescott heard from families worried that words may escalate.
The parents that have come to me are wondering, are there guns in the home? It's a public safety issue now.
The child in this video has returned to school, and some parents are left wondering why the district won't protect theirs.
If he said, "I wish students were dead," would they have the same response?
Now, the district says they do not tolerate hate of any kind, and they're going to offer support.
They always say that. They don't tolerate hate. They don't tolerate hate. They don't tolerate hate. Everywhere you look around. Let me get back to this Bible verse. Okay, now look. Oh, Yah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. You heathens is finna be afflicted. Y'all got wars going on. Your economy getting turned upside down. You're not reproducing. You're being struck with plagues. It's getting hot. The sun burning y'all. And guess what? Your future is beginning to look bleak, ain't it? Yeah. The Gentiles have come under thee from the ends of. That's why y'all got to know who the real biblical Israelites are. I had to check a heathen the other day about my shirt. When I got done with it, he was glad to go. Yeah. You got to know who the real Israelites are. So how is you going to come to us from the ends of the earth if you don't know who we are? Huh? All of y'all ain't, but some of y'all are. I'm starting to see your videos. I'm starting to see y'all videos. Oh, y'all can't see this. I'm starting to see more and more white videos. They know who we are. I'm starting to see them. But yeah, I had to check a heathen the other day about my shirt. Mind your own business. Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Hold on, I got another Bible verse for you. Remember, he that leads into captivity, the Bible says, you promoting slavery, that's what you're going to get. You reap what you sow. Okay? Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation, this is the end of the book. All right? He that kills with the sword, there's a group of people that love killing. They might not kill me. They might not kill me themselves. What they'll do, they'll give a Negro the gun and send him at me. Same thing. See, the same thing. They might not kill me themselves. They'll put some poison in the black side of town water supply to kill me that way. Yeah. They'll put a food desert in our neighborhood to keep us eating junk food so our mind rot and we go in a rage and don't know what's going on. See, Shalom, Mikael, feel free to dive in. Who that killed with the sword must speak. This is a promise. You like killing, you gonna get killed. Remember the Messiah told Peter. He said, he who lives by the sword will die by the sword. Did not the Messiah tell Peter that? But okay, why did the Messiah tell Peter to go get the swords? Because he don't expect us to sit back and let people kill us. So we have the right to defend ourselves. We have the right. But Peter was out of order. He was out of line. He was thinking salvation was gonna come through the deliverance of the sword. Salvation had to come through the lamb sacrifice. Peter was trying to find salvation through the sword. That wasn't it. The sword was for protection until salvation comes. Okay? All right? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Y'all going into captivity. Y'all love talking about slavery. Y'all deceive. Y'all deceive. Y'all think y'all got it. You ain't got it made. You setting your children up for the fail. And you know what? I feel nothing. I feel nothing. Don't hate you. I'm worried about what we got going on. I ain't worried about y'all. If you ain't worried about yourself, then why should I worry about it? If white people ain't worried about themselves, Negroes that want to put the cape on, what about white people? What about white folks when they were tearing our families apart? What about white folks when they were ramming sharp objects up men's buttocks, just like they doing over here? Well, these white Arabs, let me see, where is it at? This video, they ramming objects up this man's butt. See, right here. They running at it. They were doing it
electric, even your boot on the.
See, what about white folks then? What about white folks when they miseducating us and trying to navigate us into these prisons? What about white folks then while they winking at the Ku Klux Klan, firebombing churches and getting together right out the church, getting together, going to the train station so they can get together and have a lynching and watch a Negro burn to death right out the church? What about white folks then? That's you Negroes with the cape on. We need you over here. Well, if you're going to be a coon, just stay over there with them. Stay over there with them. They'll eventually get to lynching you too. Just go on over there with them. Because you ain't going to make it over here with us. It's biblical. It's biblical text on top of biblical text on top of biblical text on top of biblical text that the Most High take a few and defeat many. It's all throughout the scripture. He take a few. The original 300 was Gideon, an unlikely soldier. The original 300. I'm not talking about that movie 300 with all that added stuff in there. No, the Most High take a few. That's how you know he's the Elohim. That's how you know he's the creator. He is the beginning and he's the leader. But yeah, let me keep going.
Took something like.
What about white folk?
Sharp object. Understand? Most of them lost their life there. I was there. The person who came to buy me give the man money. They take me out home. So the money was not even much.
Other migrants now start to come forward with their stories.
They took people to work by force. Even when we are at the seaside, when we are working the work, they will be beating you when you are working the work. I'm doing your work. They will be maltreating us.
But I promise you, I will take care.
Now, just for y'all, those of you just coming in, these are so-called Arabs. What are the Palestinians? Arabs. Okay? Okay. Well, where the Arabs at? Getting this straight. Huh? If the Arabs saw us as they see themselves, this wouldn't be an issue. If the Europeans saw us as they see themselves, this wouldn't be an issue. But you Negroes that want to put the cape on and talk about what about Israel and Palestine? This is for y'all.
Anas Al-Azabi is the supervisor here. With no international support, it's his job to look after the captured migrants until they can be deported. He says every day brings fresh heartbreak.
I'm suffering for them. I am suffering for them. What I have seen here daily, believe me, make me really feel pain for them. They come and every story is a special case. There was a...
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Now, I know all Arabs ain't in that, but I don't know who you are. It's not my job to find out who you are. It's not my job to try to figure out is you a good Muslim or you a bad Muslim. The Bible says, let your light shine so people will see it. I'm not worried about finding good white folk. I'm not worried about finding good Christians. I'm not worried about finding good brews. No, the Messiah said you will know them by the fruit. The fruit is how you live. That's how you gonna know who. I'm not looking for no good folk. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. It'll be nice if I can find some good folk. But I'm not out here looking for them, okay? I'm not out here looking for y'all. And y'all do well not to be looking for them. There's a reason why you don't know who the good ones are. There's a reason for that. Because they ain't putting in no work. Okay? That's right. Caping for we caping for our own over here. Let me see what they got going on. They done took it down. Oh,
There's one simple vision hack anyone can use to...
I've been still getting hits, y'all. Y'all, hey, how many of y'all? Let me get ones in the chat if y'all subscribe to my Rumble link over there. Let me see it. Let me get ones in the chat if y'all subscribe to my Rumble link. Let me see some one. I've been still getting hits now.
Were people of many different races. Skin color did not mark a person as free or enslaved. As a result, the descendants of those enslaved within the Ottoman Empire, unlike the descendants of enslaved Africans, have not faced centuries of racism and discrimination. The trafficking of Africans into slavery began much further back in time than many people realize, with enslaved people shipped not across the Atlantic Ocean, but the Indian Ocean instead.
The Indian Ocean slave trade is probably the oldest of the slave trades and transported more human beings, and it was multi-directional.
Exports of the enslaved from the Indian Ocean to the Muslim world grew exponentially after Arab traders won control of the Swahili coast and sea routes in the 8th century. The trafficking of millions of human beings from Africa's east coast led to the emergence of African diaspora communities like the Shidis in Pakistan and India, and the Afro-Iraqis in Basra.
Islamic law does not permit slave trading. Many Muslims throughout the Indian Ocean world ignored those rules. And so they plundered and captured Africans, Indians, Southeast Asians, usually non-Muslims.
Both Christianity.
Okay, before we can even think about reconciliation, y'all got to fix this. You got to fix this. Remember the gift that was left upon the altar. You can't even praise the Most High right if your brother have something against you. You can't even praise the Most High right. Okay? But I ain't gonna get into that right now. Let me go back over here. I ain't gonna get into it.
And Islam asserted the value of a person as created by God. Yet adherents to both faiths accepted the capture, sale, and ownership of men, women, and children from Africa. The Atlantic trade to the west centered on labor and shipped at least 2 men for every woman. The Indian Ocean trade to the east centered on services and included soldiers, cooks, and concubines. It shipped roughly 2 women for every man.
And these Arabs is doing this right to this day. Them pale-faced devils is still doing this. How many of y'all seen them videos of people coming from Africa going to work like in Saudi Arabia and they're taking their passports and forcing them into slavery? How many of y'all seen those videos? It's plenty of them out there. These pale-faced liars. They got a word for us. They call it a bead, slave. But yeah, I'll get to it later.
The hub of this trade was in modern-day Tanzania, under control of the Omani Arab Empire from the 17th century. For 200 years, it specialized in 3 things: ivory, spices, and slaves. By 1807, Britain had finally turned its back on the slave trade.
That's a lie. 1807, no, they began carving up Africa. If you sending all the slaves out, who gonna be working the land within? Huh? They don't have no change of heart. Y'all believe that mess if you want to. But yeah, I just want to bring forth this Islamic slave trade. These Arabs that don't nobody want to talk about. These Palestinians, Arabs.
Naval warships were dispatched to suppress the slave trades of other nations, leading the British Royal Navy into the Indian Ocean and into direct contact with the slave traders of Zanzibar.
All right, let me close this out. Let me see here. I don't even know. I keep forgetting. I had to go move the tab and then close it out. But yeah. But look, I think I done covered my point. These folks is racist. I think this video is kind of lengthy. Let me see. I done covered my point. But yeah. Let me go through some more stuff. May have too many tabs open. I got quite a few tabs open.
جميل واسمر جميل واسمر بيتمخطر بيتمخطر شغل بالي بكم نظرة
الشارع هذا كانوا بيقولوا انه شارع السمر لانه اكثر منطقه بيسكنوها اللي هم احنا خاصه الناس السمر يعني.
كفتاة ذات بشرة سوداء عايشة في قطاع غزة، أنا تعرضت للعنصرية من وأنا طفلة صغيرة وما زلت لهذه اللحظة بتعرض للعنصرية.
So she in Palestine with them racist Arabs suffering from racism. But we supposed to be putting the cape on, coming Superman, Superwomen. See, if we fighting everybody else's wars, we are not fighting our own.
لهذه اللحظة بتعرض للعنصرية لأسباب أنا بصراحة مش عارفة إيش هي.
كان زمان بس الحين لا. مش موجود إطلاقا. الأسمر والأبيض واحد. ما نضحك على حالنا ونقول إنه العنصرية مش موجودة عندنا في المجتمع الفلسطيني. هي موجودة ولكن بنسبة أقل مما كانت عليه قبل 25 سنة أو 50 سنة.
في فترة الطفولة إلا ما تلاقي فيه أطفال يعني يأذيك بكلمة نوعا ما.
Now look, he hearing racial slurs from kids. Same thing with these white children. They pass down racism like an inheritance. They pass down hatred like an inheritance.
كوشه اسمر، وين يا شوكولاته، وين يا شيء زي هيك.
اذا كان في بيني وبينك مزح احكي اللي بدك اياه، بس مزح بادب وبحدود.
لما تيجي اسمر باسلوب الذم بيختلف عن اسمر باسلوب المدح، لانه الاغاني كلياتها اللي بتغنوا فيها بالجمال للون البشره السمراء.
في حد كان يقول لي ما تلمسيني علشان ما اتشحبر، يعني ما يصير اسمر زيي.
Anyway, I'm just showing you another layer. That go to that. Hey, it's on YouTube. You see where it's at. All you can do, type that in, go to YouTube, type that in, you can find it yourself. Okay? Now, this is Tanzania. Some more Arabs. Okay? See, this is right here. They got to go through these countries, and you wonder why they're getting beat and sold, because they're racist. Okay? Let's see, what is this? Is this a new? Let me see what he's saying.
Tunisia has come under fire after President Said made controversial comments at a sub-Saharan, aimed at sub-Saharan migrants. The government has denied it is racist, but with all due respect, sir, what isn't racist about claiming that African migrants will change the demographic composition of Tunisia?
See, you see that? I mean, you know, I understand, you know, they want to stay like they are. I understand that. But stop stealing from the black folks and they won't come to your lands. Stop aiding and abetting these Europeans and you won't have to worry about that. Stay out of my refrigerator and I won't come to yours.
I mean, Tunisian geography and history is showing clearly that this country can just not be a racist country. This is a joke, and a bad joke, unfortunately. I mean,
I'm not buying it. Y'all look into it. This man is racist as all get out. Lying. Yeah, he said it. I'm just showing you some more racist Arabs. I'm just, hey, showing you some more racist Arabs. Okay? This right here just show you that they're Muslims. Well, your flag should be your first clue. The flag should be your first clue that they're Muslims. But yeah. That's all. I'm just showing there's some more stuff. I'm gonna shorten this video up a little bit. Let me close some of these tabs. Hold on. Okay. Now, the store owner was a Palestinian where George Floyd died at. Now, he said he didn't call the police. He probably didn't if he wasn't there. But he got policies in place where there was that caused the death. He still is indirectly responsible. Okay. I'm not worried about them. But yeah, it's plenty out here. I'm finna get to the other side in a minute. I'm working my way. Y'all can't see this. Okay. Hold on. And I've showed this in the other videos. I think that was Black Lives Matter, George Soros, a Jewish man running Black Lives Matter with a bunch of Europeans up in there marching. All right. But yeah, Black Gaza artists fight racism with music. Oh, let me see. I didn't read it in the other video. Black Palestinians in the Gaza Strip still suffer racism. but the artistic community has a musical response. Let me tell y'all, my people worldwide, you so-called quote unquote black folks worldwide, listen, take a lesson from us. We done fought in every war that America has ever had, and they still persist on killing us. They still persist on mass incarcerating us. When our pregnant women go to the hospital, the women mysteriously die, the babies mysteriously die. They try to find some way to put our kids on these medicines and funnel us in the prisons. Yeah, right. This is the thanks that we get after fighting for white supremacy. This is what we've got. We come back from World War I to get World War II to get lynched in our military uniform right after fighting for massa. Forget all that. No, if I'm gonna die, I'm like Muhammad Ali. If I'm gonna die, I'll die right here fighting you. If I'm gonna die, I'll die right here. That's a Muslim I can rock with right there. I don't agree with his religious belief, but I can roll with that. Yeah, I can roll with that. Let me see here. Let me see can I find that? Yeah, they didn't like that video. These folks been doing all they can since he was a child. Then they want to draft him in the military. Let me see here. See if this is it.
He refused induction.
It has been said that I have two alternatives: either go to jail or go to the army. But I would like to say that there is another alternative, and that alternative is justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
He refused induction on the grounds of his religious convictions on war.
My conscience won't let me go shoot my brother or some poor hungry people in the mud for big powerful America and shoot them for what? They never call me nigger.
You know, Muhammad Ali is really important in this because when Ali refuses induction, there's a famous column in the New York Times written by Tom Wicker where he just wonders out loud what would happen if you had 100,000 Muhammad Alis. You had 100,000 people who were prepared to do what Muhammad Ali just did. You would bring this war to a stop. So the draft resistors set that kind of as a goal.
It took an all-white jury less than a half hour to find Muhammad Ali guilty of all charges and specifications. He was sentenced to the maximum, 5 years in prison, and was fined $10,000.
No, I won't be your friend. No, I won't.
I find nothing amusing or interesting or tolerable about this man. He's a disgrace to his country, his race, and what he laughingly describes as his profession.
This country ain't worth nothing. This song going, he benefiting. This pale-skinned devil is benefiting from the country and want to call Ali a devil because he know better.
Country, his race, and what he laughingly describes as his profession. He has been found guilty. He is out on bail. He will inevitably go to prison, as well he should. He's a simplistic fool and a pawn.
Forget y'all.
Do you share the same concern that Muhammad has for his draft status?
Oh, I certainly do. My views on the draft are very clear. I'm against it. And I think the sooner our country does away with the draft, the better it will be for everybody.
They're gonna call them boys. Yeah, I see that, Brother Sly. Now back to your thing. Kenaz, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Ben Yehuda. Both of them folks, I've been doing research. Both of them is intermingled. They got the same ancestors. These folks are closely related. Just do a little bit more digging. Them folks over there fighting right now, they related. I'm telling you, they related. Okay. Yeah. They related. Let's do a little digging. But I'll look at the video where Ali said, I'll die fighting you right now if I want to die. But yeah, they didn't like that. These folks is crazy. You know what? Just take me to jail. Hey, what? Now let me keep going. Worry about these darn folks. The nerve of these folks. Think somebody's supposed to sit back and continue. It ain't got us nowhere yet. We done fought in we the only group of people that's on this land that has not waged war against America. Mexico, they done went to war against America. Britain done went to war against America. The doggone Afghans been to war against America. The Russians, but they can fight all these folks over here. Paper them up. Give them a grip of cash. What? So they can bring them over here as a buffer class to undermine us. Shalom, DSB. But yeah. He goes up. I did it again. I keep doing it. Hold on, let me keep going. All right. Look here. Afro Palace. Hey, now. Ain't DJ Khaled a Palestinian? The rapper, DJ Khaled. Ain't he a Palestinian? DJ Khaled, the rapper. I got an idea as to why he's not saying nothing. Because he's working for the Jewish record labels. That's probably why he's not saying nothing. But you couldn't pay me enough to go against my folks. Just kill me. You couldn't pay me enough. But I could. I don't know why he's not. But yeah, shouldn't he be speaking up? He got a bigger platform than me. More people that don't nobody know me. DJ Khaled. Yeah. Y'all look this stuff up. Black Palestinians double the harassment and double the racism. All right. Let me keep going. Now, I just looked up to see what kind of Muslim they are. There are two types of Muslim. Both of them hate you, so it don't really matter. Y'all can't see this. Both of them hate you, so it don't really matter. So this is what I want to get to. Now, look right here. The chilling details of the Arab slave trade in Africa and the barbaric castration of black boys. Y'all Negroes, listen. Y'all, that doggone Quran, that ain't our book. Christianity ain't our religion. The Bible is our book. They just went in there and colonized it and edited it and gave it back to us. That is, the Bible was around way before the Quran. See, the Bible's around way before the Quran. If you Negroes is mad because I'm calling out these racist Arabs, then you in question. You in question. See, it's all right. We call out, I grew up in the church. I call out doggone lying Christians all the time. So what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you black Muslims? Y'all can't call these pale devils out? Oh, you still on the plantation? Oh, you got you scared of massa, huh? You still a slave, huh? You Negroes mad. So you got more love for the religion that's oppressing your people than you do for righteousness and freeing your people. So you go over there with them. Stay over there with them. That's what you do. All right, let me see. Look here. The chilling details of the Arab slave trade in Africa and the barbaric castration of black boys. Remember, before the white folks got involved, they were doing this for about 1,300 years. 1,300 years. See, but notice how the white folks don't even teach this in school. Okay, now, if I'm wrong, y'all in the chat, if y'all learned about the Islamic slave trade, let me get a 1 in the chat. If you was taught about the Islamic slave trade in school, let me get a 1. If you didn't, let me get a 0. If you didn't learn about the Islamic slave trade in school, let me get a 0. All right? I'm going to be looking. I'm going to keep reading. Let me start reading. With so much emphasis on the transatlantic slave trade, what I thought. Notice how they cover for each other. Remember, Psalms 83. Let me show y'all. Psalms 83. Psalms 83. Remember, the Bible said they formed a confederacy against the nation of Israel, against Judah. Ain't nobody learned about. See, I thought the Europeans and the Muslims, they couldn't get along. Shoot, I tell you what, if I want to die, I'd die right here. Forget all that. I was willing to kill my brother. Let me see here. Now I got a scope. And the scope it's not aimed at my brother. It's aimed at our enemies. Now, if the Negro get out of line now, he got to go. But anyway, let me keep going. Ain't nobody been taught about this in school. I'm seeing zeros in the chat. Nobody taught about the Islamic slave trade that went over 1,300 years. So why is the white folks covering for the Arabs? All of them white folks. Be honest with you, but let me keep going. Why would they have a vested interest in covering that up? All right, now, a psalm of Asaph, keep not thy silence, O Yahuwah. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yah. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They plotting and planning, they raging, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against our people and got together their think tanks to consult against our hidden ones. Why we hidden? Because don't nobody know who we are. We hidden in plain sight. Our history just vanished. But anyway, but look, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. You Negroes are who we say you are. You Negroes are whatever we tell you are. You cut off, okay? We done removed you from your land. We done erased your culture, your heritage, your history, your past. Yeah, you cut off. All right? That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They done got together plotting on how they gonna sell us off and how they gonna make money and how we gonna be doing all this work and how they gonna part the land, and boy, y'all finna pay. I'm gonna be sitting back. I don't eat popcorn. I'll find something to eat on. I'm gonna find something to eat on. I might watch my wife eat popcorn. How about that? But anyway, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, there go your Arabs right there. They're working together. There go your Jews that's sitting over there in our land right now. And the Romans. Yeah, there we go. Moab and the Hagarenes. Hagar. Ishmael, I guess they on his mother's side. Hagarenes. Here go all these nations. Gabal, Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, the Palestinians. And the inhabitants of Tyre. You even got some Shemitic people getting in on it. Ashur. They are hoping the children of Lot, Selah. There it is right there. There it is. Let me get back into my lesson. Well, I guess I'm in it. But let me get back over here. Man, I'm long with it. I don't know. I'm gonna just let it flow. I was gonna say let me shorten it up, but let me let it roll. This right here can't be just glossed over. You're gonna take a time with this, like we eating a good barbecue, like we eating a good meal. We're gonna take our time with this. We gonna smoke it. We gonna smoke it, and we gonna marinate it, and we gonna take our time with it. Okay? If you gotta go, hey, do what you do. Slave trade. Details about equally horrifying the sub-Saharan slave trade. Now all this is a war. Prisoners of war. Ain't no trade. We are not objects that you trade off. These are acts of warfare. These are acts of warfare. Prisoners of war. The very fact that they said slave trade presents the fact that we are nothing more than mere objects. You don't see a man or a woman there. You see an object. And you wonder why they still racist and why they still hate you. They don't see you as they see themselves. They see us less than. Okay? Call it what it is. We're not dealing with the slave trade. No, it's a war. Prisoners of warfare. Okay? Sub-Saharan. Y'all, excuse me. Hold on. All right. Let me get back over here. Sub-Saharan war have been swept under the carpet for many years, creating a heap of undiscovered history. How is it undiscovered? You mean untaught? How is it undiscovered? Ain't it amazing, y'all, how these white folks went to Africa and discovered lakes that was already there. Black folks already used them. They discovered lands that was already there. Black folks been there for thousands of years. They discovered governments and stuff that was already, they discovered minerals that the black folk was already using. They discovered everything. They didn't even, if you go to Europe right now and look at these museums, you'll discover the heads of Africans in the jars in Europe. You go right there in the museum, you'll find the heads of African kings. You'll discover the heads of African kings in the jars in Europe. But they want to call us some savages and some barbarians. The savages is calling us savages. What kind of a civilized, civil, L-I-E-S, what kind of civilized people collect heads, keep dead people's heads in a jar? Think about it. If I went on a rampage just killing white folk, right? I went on a rampage killing white folks and collecting heads and putting them, you know, this. I got a chain full of white people's heads right there. You swear up and down I was insane. But when they do it, I guess it's artifacts. I guess when they twist the facts, you call it the art of facts. But anyway, let me get back over here. Boy, these heathens, boy, I'm pulling all the cover back today. You got me stirred up. Let me go. Let me keep going. How about they civilized? So what is so running? If you so much civilized folks, then why are you running from your history? If you civilized and you so much advanced and you so much the beacon of morality, why are you running from your past like a psychopath? Huh? Why are you ashamed? You know, eventually, if you are ashamed of what's been taking place in the past, eventually, if you repent right now and stop that, eventually this stuff will blow over. Give it enough time. If you just stop doing but you're not going to stop. You know how I know you're not going to stop? Because the Bible says you're not going to stop. That's how I know. But anyway, all right, now, starting more than 700 years before the Transatlantic World War and the Sub-Saharan War, also known as the Arab War, began the late 7th century after the Arabs successfully defeated and took over Egypt. That's how, now, you want to know why the Egyptians are pale today? Okay, Alexander the Greek went over there. They conquered Egypt. Okay, they began to, they began to take over and raped the women, and the gene pool became lighter and lighter. Now you got these white Arabs coming over there doing the same thing in the 7th century. That's why the people that are over there today are not the original people. That's why. Okay, it's a historical fact. All right, and soon controlled North Africa, Tanzania. You know the video I showed you of the racist Tanzanian president talking about they're not racist. I don't blame them for wanting to stay white, keep their country white, but you don't have to kill black folks to keep your country white. Okay, you just send them on up out your land or whatever you got to do, or help them develop their land down south. You're not gonna do that. If I'm gonna tell y'all something, if the Tanzanian president started helping the black folks down south, the Europeans would kill them. How do I know? That's why they killed Gaddafi. Gaddafi was helping the Africans. That's why they killed him. So, no, all y'all is racist. If the Tanzanian president started helping the black folks, come up with start helping them build and get infrastructure and wealth, they'll kill it. They'll kill them, just like they did Gaddafi. All right, now. So yeah, they racist. Full of control in great part of Africa, the Arabs began to capture young boys and girls and took them to Egypt, where they sold into slavery within Africa and taken across the Indian Ocean to Indonesia, China, Southwest Asia, and India. The Bible said we was going to be scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. I had to tell a heathen, and we talking about my shirt, I said, name another people that have been scattered all over the earth. Crickets. Crickets. You ain't going to find another people but the biblical Israelites that's been scattered all over the world, went into captivity everywhere that we were scattered. All right? By the 10th century, the demand for slaves from Africa to work as plantation hands, sex slave, human trafficking, domestic maid, you might well say sex slave, slave warriors had increased greatly, so much so that it estimated number of 5,000 slaves were shipped out of Africa a year. According to that, it was more than that. You can believe that. It was more than that. Way more. Similar to the transatlantic slave trade, captured slaves were beaten and weakened and chained together. However, captured victims in the sub-Saharan slave trade had to endure several weeks of walking through the desert, carrying loads for their new masters from West or East Africa to Egypt or Zanzibar, where they were eventually sold in the slave market. I'm going to get to this part where they was castrating. All right, right here. High demand for male slaves and castration of young boys. For their ability to work longer in several more areas than women, enslaved males were in higher demand by the 13th century. At a point, the price of a male slave was 3 times or more than that of a female slave. Due to religious belief, women were not allowed to work on plantations during their period at this affected productivity. But now, them same Muslims was over there got them women slaves now, and black women from Africa now. They doing it now. It made them more useful as only concubines and domestic workers. Domestic workers, they wasn't paying them women, so they were still slaves. They wasn't paying them women, so they were still slaves. Okay, they might not have been doing that hard work. Their bodies is not built for hard labor like a man body, but yeah. The castration of male slaves soon became a habit among slave traders due to the fact that castrated boys were in higher demand. They were noted to work faster and more efficient and stronger, and were not a threat to slave masters or owners who feared that their wives, concubine, or female slave would have affairs with them. That's why they castrated. That's why they castrated the males, because they didn't want their women laying down and laying down with them. That's so they castrated. Which one? These songs ain't both of them is boo boo. I don't care if you look to the Arabs or the Christians. Which one is better, Satan or the devil? That's what I'm looking at. Which one is better, Muslims or Christians, Satan or the devil? Which one you want? All right, now let me go. Now, let me see here. Now, some of y'all don't know that the Palestinians had their slavery going on. Just do your own research. Okay? There's slavery in Palestine. Yeah. They had us over there too, okay? Well, I'm not worried about these devils. You know, since these folks are fighting against the Most High, they hate our people, and you know what? I wouldn't be mad if they killed each other off. How could you say that? How many of our babies have they killed that you don't know about? If they hate you, then they hate your babies. These Muslims over here, they hated black babies so bad they castrated black males. Let me continue. But yeah, y'all just Google that. Yeah, they had their hands in selling our people too. Yeah, and shed no tears for these devils. No, but here's something else. Here's something else. Look here. Calls to rebrand the popular Middle Eastern snack with a racist name. Nigger head, that's what they call it, nigger head. These are your Arabs. Which one y'all want to serve? Y'all want to serve the Muslims or the Christians? You want to serve Satan or the devil? Okay? But anyway, y'all look this up. They call them nigger heads. Ras al-B, Arabic for the head of a slave. Okay, slave of a head. That might have been something the Christian called nigger head. They did, it was something called. It was something called nigger head because I done read it. Hold on. Look here. This is the Christians right here. Okay, it's the Christians. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. These are your Christians. Okay, Jim Crow. There go your Christians. But yeah. These are called the head of a slave. Yeah. Let me keep going. All right, now, some of you Negroes don't know what caping is. Some of you Negroes and Negresses don't know what caping is. When you blindly defend someone, no matter how wrong they are. So I had to break out the dictionary for some of you Negroes and Negresses. Y'all don't know what caping is. All right, let me move on. Hold on. Okay. I'm about to get to the. Okay, I think this is the Israelites now. I mean, not Israel. Israelites. Let me close some of these tabs, y'all, so this thing will work faster. All right. Let me close this tab. Yeah, I had to put it. Some Negro. I'm a hard-headed Negro. I'm hard-headed. That can work. That can be beautiful if the Most High converts your heart. Can't nobody easily sway you, right? But if you ain't right with the Most High and you got a hard head, that could be dangerous for you. Because he's going to bust your head. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, let me show y'all this.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community.
Okay, now this is a white Jewish woman saying the major problem of Israel. I thought it was the Arabs. This is 2017. I thought the major problem of Israel was the Palestinians. She said it's our children. The major problem with Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Now, does it make sense, y'all? Does this matter? Let me show it to you. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna just put it up here to show y'all. Does it make sense to you now? Huh? Does it make sense to you now? Why they training the U.S. police? Huh? Does it make sense? Why they giving Nazis, the Ukrainian Nazis, that's mysteriously found their way over here? They training them too. Like I said, if I want to die, I'll die right here fighting y'all. If I want to die, it don't matter, you Negroes. It don't matter if you want to fight or not. You in it. You can go ahead and act like you don't see the smoke. You can act like you don't see them loading the gun. You can act like you don't see them surrounding you all you want to. All that does is decrease your chance of surviving. All that does is increase the chance of your family getting wiped out, ignoring the threat. That's what that does. You go ahead and ignore it and get away from me with that. Get away from us with that. Go on over there with your family. Okay? Don't come holler later. But yeah, does it make sense to you now? What sense does it make that another nation trains your nation's police department? And then you wonder, and then you hear all in the news. This the training. They need to be retrained. Then when you find out who's training them, and then you go to digging a little further, they said the black people is their biggest threat. Y'all can't add? Is the mathing? But let me see what this video says. I don't even know if the video's it's 9 minutes. I don't know. Okay, but I'm not gonna do 9 minutes. Let me go back over here. Let me see. This is it right here. All right, let me play it again for y'all.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there. I had last week a dinner, sit-down dinner.
Now, y'all remember Psalms 83. They have taken crafty counsel and consulted. They done got together. They done come up with a plan how they gonna undermine black folks. We're gonna put this Negro, what's his name, Brandon Johnson, in the mayor's office in Chicago. We're gonna use this Negro to undermine and force black folks out their neighborhood using illegal immigrants. We're gonna give the illegal immigrants reparations. We're gonna give the immigrants money. We're going to give them a place to stay. We're going to feed and clothe these immigrants so we can force them out of that neighborhood. Notice they put them in the black neighborhood. Why? Okay, if immigration is good, if what the immigrants if what they bringing is good, well, okay, why the white folks ain't getting it? Why they primarily, taking their goods to the white neighborhoods? Huh?
At my house for 40 people, which are considered the leadership of the black community. And it's very important people.
Now look, the leadership of the black community. Let me focus on this video because I've been kind of letting the videos play. Let me focus on this video. There's some stuff in here that needs to be cut open and dissected.
Down dinner at my house for 40 people, which are considered the leadership of the black community.
So this heifer got a problem with black folks. She done had dinner with 40 black folks who she said is the leader of black folks. Do y'all smell what's cooking? Did y'all catch that? Let me wind it back.
house for 40 people.
Okay, last week. This is like 2017, 2019. She had a sit down dinner at her house. Well, she got a big house. She can seat 40 people. But anyway, she had a dinner with 40 people at her house.
Majority considered the leadership of the Black community.
Okay. Y'all, you Negro, all these Negroes that ain't doing nothing, all these Negro pastors, all these Negro politicians, all these Negroes in the NAACP that ain't doing nothing. Black Lives Matter. This is why nothing getting done. They getting together, breaking them off a little bread. They giving Judases their 30 pieces of silver and selling us out.
And it's very important people. They can be part of our doing an activity.
Dr. Clarence B. Jones, who wrote the draft speech for Martin Luther King. I had a dream. He was his lawyer, he was his close friend. He's somebody that I reached out to. He became a very close and personal friend.
See, this is another Israeli lie. See, that's at least two of them sitting up there plotting on black folks. Look, he in California. Plotting on us. That's two of them, but we supposed to put the cape on. We supposed to be caping for these folks now. Y'all Negroes got to put the cape on and you got to lay your life down for these Israelis and these Palestinians.
Because of that relationship, we published 3 articles in the Huffington Post explaining why their agenda was hijacked.
Now, remember, they killed the original black folks behind this. The original black folks out of St. Louis, they killed them. Okay? Don't forget, they killed the black folks. Yeah, in Ferguson, they killed them.
Martin Luther King will turn in his grave if he saw the anti-Israel tendencies or policy.
And look at it, how they use King. See there? How they use King, talking about he be turning in his grave. This is somebody white speaking for King. King, right after he realized what he done, he said he was coming to get our reparations. He said he was coming to get our check. That's when they killed him. He started seeing through the lies, and notice he started communicating with Malcolm X. You saw that video I played earlier. He was in the video with Muhammad Ali. They couldn't get along, and they started seeing. Now they want to dictate to us what King will be doing in his grave.
Israel tendencies or policies that are starting to emerge in Black Lives Matter.
Soon after Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter is created by a white man. Let me show y'all that right now. Don't buy into that. Black Lives Matter is a white ran organization. Okay, we didn't. Hey, the real people they killed. But yeah, look right here. George Soros. This is a Jewish man. I covered that in my BLM, Black Lives, LIES Matters. I covered that. He's a Jewish man. So this is another Israelite in our business plotting and undermining us. They on both sides. So if you turn your head over here, they eat at your feet. And you turn your head over here, they eat, ain't nowhere. They at us, okay? No, we're going to be all right. Now, Washington Times, okay? 2018, how is it that highly organized protesters against Donald Trump keep popping up across the country? Follow the money. Why is it that traditional definition of marriage was suddenly discarded after years of citizen voting for it to be reserved? Follow the money. How are illegal immigrants organized so quickly and young voters corralled overnight to demand open borders? When did the saturation of transgender and pansexual where did the saturation of transgender and pansexual ideology come from? It came from these Israelites. Or should I call them the Jewish community. How is it possible that Black Lives Matter seem to be everywhere, or that the call for pot legalization is sweeping the nation, or that there's an international movement for globalization simultaneously occurring in countries around the world? Follow the money, the George Soros money. There you go right there. And how is he funding the money? Through his Open Society Foundation. Y'all do some research on that. This is a white Jewish man. Okay? This ain't got nothing to do with us. Everywhere you turn, there you go, here you go. Let's see, when did this article come out? Okay, this come out in 2020. Okay. How did this 220 million help us? Huh? Where did 220 million go? Did it go to the politician that this woman was talking about? That she was getting together, having at her house, having these meetings. Did it go to them to undermine us? I'm asking questions. Because how is this 220 million building power in Black communities? It's a lie. It's building discord. It's building confusion. It's building a decoy. Okay? It's called controlled opposition. Okay? Let me keep moving. Now look at this one. Y'all wonder what them fact checkers, how come the fact checkers don't come back and check the lies when it's against them? Look, they paying the fact checkers for an opinion. This is a joke, y'all. Let me read some of this. It's a darn joke. Okay, George Soros has a success across the Atlantic in using fake checkers to censor narratives damaging to the left. I say they got them on both sides. Because I'm not beholden to the left or the right. I'm beholden to the truth. George Soros is the most dangerous man in America. Okay, I don't believe that, but okay, he's dangerous, but I don't believe, but anyway. The investor is intent on remaking the country to its liberal image, and the foreign policy priorities are undermining our criminal justice. All these folks, all of this, it's a big old farce, okay? But yeah, just think about that. Who pays the fact checkers? I call them fake. But then I just get you something to research on. See how long I've been going. All right. There you something to research on. Just type that title in, put it in your search bar. You see the New York Post, okay? This right here, I think this is a left-leaning publication. I think this is a liberal publication. But yeah. Okay. Now, Black Hebrews in Israel face threat of deportation. Well, Amara Stoudemire, where he at talking about Black Lives Matter. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Black Lives Matter. But Amara Stoudemire, what's up with the black folks over there in Israel? What's up with the real Hebrews? You black folks, y'all need to burn this. Y'all throw that away and burn that. That ain't us. David didn't have no star. That's the star rim frame. Okay? But yeah. That ain't us. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Oh yeah. Y'all heard about Damona Israel. I was watching somebody's video and I learned where they put the black folks at is right at a nuclear plant. So we'll allow you black Israelites to come stay up in Israel, but we're gonna put y'all near a nuclear facility. Let me see here. Let me put this up here. Let me put this up here. Damona Israel I'm looking at your DSB. But yeah, look here. This is what the black folks are living at. They love black folks so much they're gonna put us near the nuclear reactor. So let's just say Russia want to destroy the nuclear reactor in Israel. They're gonna wipe out the Negro. They're gonna take care of the Israelized Negro population. See, yeah. What we supposed to be fighting for? Amara Stoudemire. Amara Stoudemire. Let me play this video. I feel like making fun of Amara Stoudemire. He making like a big old coon. Amara Stoudemire, huh? Hey, look here. Look right here. Yeah, y'all start digging. I feel like mocking this coon. Let me see can I find that video. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see can I find it. Let me see can I find that video. I don't know if I can find it. I feel like mocking this Negro. All these sellout and bootlicking, buck dancing Negroes. Yeah, I got time today. I'm not gonna blow no gasket. Hey, well, if I got to, I do what I got to do. I'm not taking nothing off the table. This is warfare. We're gonna do what we need to do. Okay, here you go. Let me see where you at. I don't want to play no 12 minutes though. Let me see here. Let me see can I find. Let me cue him up. Let me swap. Let me switch accounts. Hold on.
One protecting other people than getting his free people out of a dilemma. But he was rewarded and recognized for it. And he personally benefited at the expense of his own people. And he personally benefited at the expense of his own people. And he personally benefited at the expense of his own people.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. The Hamas kidnapping, just killing women, killing the elderly. That's some cowards. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Figure out what? It ain't never been cool to kidnap kids and put them in cages. It ain't never been cool to kill women and elderly. Never been, no matter where you from, what you represent, what tribe you for, don't matter. They ain't never been no cool. They ain't never been none that nobody supported. And then you go and hide and put the kids in front of you as a barricade. That's some cowardice. All you politicians who always have something to say on the contrary, I see you. All you Black Lives Matter people who always have something to say and always supported everything else, and you quiet now, up to. Only place in the world where I can go and study Torah and eat kosher food. Only place in the world. Only place in the world. Only place in the world.
I don't know why we leaving Mouse's house. He been good to us. He feed us on Saturday, clothe us on Sunday, and then beat us on Monday. Or was it Tuesday? I don't know.
Jasper, I said wants to go. I was a house again, Jasper.
What?
Jasper, don't you want freedom? We going to Promised Land. Promised Land.
Promised Land.
Only place in the world where I can go and study Torah and eat kosher food. Only place in the world.
So this Negro more concerned about his stomach. All right. Yeah, he forgot about our oppression. Yeah, he did. That's why I'm mocking this heathen. Yeah. Why are we caping for everybody else? Yeah, I got water in my eye from laughing so hard. Why are we caping for everybody else? We over here, look here. Hey, I'm over here. I'm a quad amputee. I ain't got no hands. Hey, I ain't got no feet. But I'm gonna hobble over here. I'm gonna hobble over here to save some white folks. And I'm over here bleeding out. Oh, hey, I ain't got no limbs. The same white folks people that cut off all my limbs, I'm bleeding out. The moment I see white folks in days, I'm gonna hobble over here. I'm gonna hobble over here to try to say that. Boy. Woo! Boy, boy, they done done a number on us. Woo! Woo! Woo, boy, I tell you, doggone Negro, boy. Negro like that, hey, you better get away from these Negroes. Let's see, what is this video? Well, I got water in my eyes, y'all. Okay. All right, now let's get to this class. Let's get to this class. All right, here we go.
Trying the gasoline.
Smart, compassionate, moral, and strong people. We need to stand taller than ever against those who are showing their asses as nothing more than hate-filled black tar in their.
Y'all know, I'm old enough to remember the black tar stuff. Let me show y'all black tar cartoons. Tar Baby. I'm old enough to remember it. This so-called Jewish man is mocking black folks. Let me see here. And again, they used to tar and feather us. Look right here. See, there you go. There you go. Disney. That's Jewish. Look here. See, yeah. There you go. Well, he married a black woman. So what? What that mean? What that mean? She probably the only one that would have him. She probably the only one that would have him. I got a problem with y'all because every corner I turn, it's y'all trying to enslave us. It's y'all robbing us. It's y'all plotting on killing us. It's y'all lying. Y'all writing the books, putting out this propaganda. Hey, Birth of a Nation, his folks. Y'all know the Klan got started back together. Birth of a Nation, putting out these lies, these false imagery of black folks. That's the problem I got with you. Yeah, that's the problem I got with y'all. Lying. Okay. Benjamin Judah. He helped start the Klan. This is a Jewish man. The Klan is still around killing Negroes today. Okay, I'm waiting on the compassion. Oh, y'all can't see this. Where was the compassion when y'all was buying them slave ships? Where was the compassion when y'all had us on them auction blocks? Where was the compassion when y'all was building Chase Bank and all these banking entities? Where was the compassion when y'all was building Wall Street for the stock market? Where was the compassion at then? Where was the compassion when you were separating our families? You gonna get what you give.
Like it's some sort of mental illness. Fuck you. Never again, you fucks. Anyone saying to me or anybody else be on the right side of history, knowing what side I'm on means that you are on the same side of history as the terrorists who would murder, rape.
So when people start putting out the truth, Ron Dawson put out Hebrews and Negroes. They can't debunk anything and prove anywhere where he lied. He put out the truth about history, And what did they do to Kyrie Irving? This ain't nothing but a devil. A devil don't do nothing but lie. Let me get this off. He's doing too much cussing.
Trying the gasoline.
Smart, compassionate.
He's doing too much cussing, okay? But yeah, here he is. Y'all remember Higher Learning? Y'all remember Higher Learning with Ice Cube and Omar Epps? Yeah, look like life is imitating art. That's him right there. Back in 1990 something. I was in my 20s then. But yeah. He was y'all can't see that. He was an Aryan brother in the Aryan Brotherhood. Yeah. Y'all remember this? This guy done went full tip boogie on this one. Hey, his life has started to imitate the art of the movie. If a bigot wasn't enemy, it can't come out of him. If it wasn't enemy, it ain't coming out of you. If you're not a child molester, it's not gonna come out of you because it's not in you. You understand? Yeah. But yeah, let me keep moving. I think I'm to the end. Yeah, I'm to the end. All right. I'm to the end. All right, family. Yeah. Now, I'm not letting them folks off that easy. Remember, they trained the Nazis. These folks are supposed to be so intimidated by the Nazis. Oh, they hate the Nazis. Hitler was a Nazi, but they trained the Nazis. They the same people, y'all. They are the same people. And if you go dig back far enough, they kin to the Palestinians that they over there killing. You could call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Well, all right, family. Let them folks hold their own pistachios. Let them hold their own pecans. Let them mind their own business. We got our own battle to fight. Remember, we've been fighting this fight for thousands of years, and we ain't done. We ain't taking no breaks. Okay? All right. Shalom. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Shalom.
Me and all my troops, no time for a truce. There's only time for truth.